including Chuck Zink. And I think that what we're going to do is going to be a mark for things to come in this particular drive for MD.
Okay, we'll be talking a lot about it throughout the few hours or the many hours coming up, but it's going to be happening on
the 27th of September. That's a Friday evening.
Okay. Thank you very much, Clifton, and thank you, Judy, and I know that you're going to be back with more good news for us, right?
Yes, sir, we will.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks, Judy. Right now from Farm Stores, a young man by the name of Jose Cruz. Good evening, and how are you?
Terrific, terrific.
What news do you have from us for us from Farm Stores?
Well, I've got some very good news. I'm here to announce that from our 4th annual MDA golf tournament held on August 22nd, 3 door prizes and auctions that we had, entry fees, we were able to collect $32,080. Although this is just part of the total corporate contribution, we'll announce the total later on in the show.
Jose, thank you. It was one of the great days. I enjoyed it, I'll tell you that. Thank you very much. Well, that's the way it really happens, and I'll tell you something. A little bit later on, we're going to be announcing a brand new total. But we also thank our corporate sponsors for all the good work that they do. You know, I was thinking that frustration can be so many things. For me, for instance, it can be getting stuck in traffic on the expressway, or not being able to balance my checkbook, or to play a good game of golf, like for Farm Stores. Now, they're frustrating, but the thing about it is that I can live with them. But for a person with muscular dystrophy, frustration is different. Imagine not being able to, well, button your blouse or your shirt, something that you and I do every day. Or how about not being able to tie the ribbon on your little girl's hair, or to cut your baby's birthday cake, or being able to stand up and hug someone that you really love. Now, these are little, ordinary, everyday things that are the frustrations that thousands of people with dystrophy have to live with. The most frustrating thing is knowing that it will only get worse. It will not get better. Imagine how frustrating it is when your mind knows exactly what to do and wants so much to do it, but the body just can't respond. It's sort of like a feeling of being trapped. Now, that's frustration. So the next time that you brush a tear from a child's eye, or you hug someone very special, remember the thousands of people that can't. That's why we need your calls, your pledges. Just 2 simple dollar pledges will make all the difference in the world in literally lighting up somebody's life. Ileana Bravo, frustration en español.
Yes, the little things in life that we do indeed take for granted. Lo que Chuck explicaba son las frustraciones que sufren las personas que tienen distrofia muscular. Uno puede sentirse frustrado por muchos motivos. Yo me siento frustrada cuando me quedo atrapada en el tránsito, cuando no puedo cuadrar mi libreta de cheques frecuentemente, o jugar una buena partida de tenis. Son cosas que producen frustración, pero pueden aguantarse. Pero para una persona con distrofia muscular la frustración es diferente. Imagínese no poder abotonarse la blusa o la camisa, algo que todos hacemos cada día, o no poder atarle una cinta en el cabello a nuestra hijita, o cortar el cake de cumpleaños de ese bebito tan importante en la vida de nosotros, o simplemente poder ponerse de pie y abrazar a un ser querido. Estas son las pequeñas tareas diarias que miles de personas que tienen distrofia muscular no pueden llevar a cabo. Esto le produce frustración, y más aún el saber que cada día estarán peor. Póngase a pensar la frustración que es que su mente sepa lo que tiene que hacer y desea tanto hacerlo, pero el cuerpo simplemente no responde. Esta frustración de sentirse atrapado es la peor de todas. La próxima vez que usted le seque las lágrimas a su niñito o abrace a un ser querido, piense en las miles de personas que no pueden hacer ni eso. Chuck.
Muchas gracias. And I got to tell you something, that's what it's really all about. It really is. Meanwhile, we want to ask everybody to pick up the phone right now and make your call. You can see the numbers in the bottom of the screen. Ileana, we have a procedure here that you should get used to, because it's time to do it together. Right. Because for everybody up in Broward County at the Marriott, everybody here at the Conover, put your hands together. Drum roll, it's time for a new total.
Right.
And it is $63,145.
$63,145 de sus donaciones que han entrado ya.
$63,145, and we are on a roll, aren't we?
We sure are.
We certainly are. Meanwhile, that doesn't mean that you can just sit there because, well, the wee small hours of the morning, people get a little limp-wristed when it comes to placing calls. So make the big call right now. By the way, if you happen to live in Boca Raton, you can call 392-6888. And en español,
el teléfono especial para las personas de habla hispana es 866-5200. Todos los teléfonos que usted está viendo en la pantalla, hay personas que contestan en español, pero el específico para ustedes es 866-5200.
Gracias. Why don't you go over there and see how your phones are making out? I'll go over here and see how they're making out over here. And the people are really starting to call. We're starting to get those phones ringing, and we're going to be heading back to Las Vegas, where the stars will continue to come out. As you remember, 3 hours difference. It's only going on at 9 o'clock out there. And, of course, Frank Sinatra and many big stars are coming up, and you'll be hearing and seeing them. Meanwhile, what's happening over there, Eliana?
Well, I think everyone is quite busy here. ¿Ustedes están recibiendo bastantes llamadas aquí en español?
Sí, realmente que sí, que tenemos a bastante gente llamando. Con permiso, si sigo con
I just interrupted their phone calls, which is more important than the interview. Chuck.
We have a young lady over here that's America's Love Run, but by the way, she helped so much in our big Farm Stores golf tournament. Gentleman back here that's keeping busy, Mark Vogel. Mark, you have a phone, take it, get right on it here, and we'll move along here. If you would like to call, please do so, okay? Speaking of Jerry Lewis, I think he's about ready to introduce somebody. Let's pick him up in Las Vegas right now.
Is watching tonight. He's home with Dory and Rich, and we just wanted to send our love to you, Toph, and tell you that we're all thinking of you, every single one of us here, and we will show you as much of that as we can. And now, Casey.
Jerry, at this time, I'd like to suggest that those of you who have credit cards, now's the time to pick up the phone and make that important call. And here's an important message from one of our new national sponsors, MasterCard International.
Thank God you're able to get up out of your chair, walk across the room, pick up the phone, and make a contribution to Jerry's kids. Call 1-800-FIGHT-MD. A MasterCard volunteer will charge your contribution to your MasterCard, American Express, or Visa card. We're going to cure this thing.
Coming up, Chad Everett, Mel Torme, Charlie Callis, Fred Travolina, and Rick Taylor. So, hurry back.
They're having themselves a good time. There they are. Thank you, everybody, for being here at the Conover. We appreciate your attendance. You helped to make it happen. It really did. You know, it really does take all kinds of people to make a world. It takes all kinds of people to make a telethon. We have scores of people that are in the back room right now waiting for your telephone call. We have people that are volunteering. Many of them are coming back year after year to help us. Then we have newcomers. It takes all kinds of people to put this telethon on. It's not just a single kind of an affair. We need all kinds of people like you who are watching. For instance, do you know that Francis and Albert Paff, P-A-F-F, are 90 years old, and they're celebrating their 71st anniversary today, and they're up in North Miami watching our telethon. Happy anniversary, Francis and Albert, and may you have many more. You know, speaking of names, I think if you're a football fan, we're all delighted that Dan Marino is back. And did you know, not that it's a big thing, but it's a big thing to our kids, that Ben Terraberry, our national poster boy, and Dan Marino spent an entire day this summer together, very quietly. That's the kind of young man that he is. Did you know, for instance, that Ed Newman spent an entire evening talking to people who have muscular dystrophy and to those who carry this program? It takes all kinds of people. Did you know that we have Ann and Al Haas, who are in the back room right now helping out? And their son, of course, is Dr. Haas, the young man who wrote the best-selling book, How to Eat to Win. Well, sir, to win during this telethon, you must pick up that telephone and call. We're waiting to hear from you. We know that you will call, but don't put it off, because right now is when we need to hear from you. You know, there's a young lady that every time you see her, she has a smile on her face. She has that special kind of smile. Her name is Mindy Klussman. Mindy and her family, well, they're very, very special to all of us. And right now, we'd like to present this family in a special presentation, When You're Loved. Very, very special young lady. Her name is Mindy Klussman, and her family, of course, Mom is Susan, Dad is Dick, and her sisters Jennifer and Lori. She has muscular dystrophy. She is confined to a wheelchair, but it doesn't stop her from smiling, but it also doesn't stop her from hoping, too. Speaking of wheelchairs, Ileana Bravo is with me right here, and we were talking a little bit about this chair. And we mentioned earlier that each one of these lights symbolizes a call. And when all of the lights come on, then of course we light up this big heart, which lights up the hearts of all of the people who have dystrophy.
Como le estábamos tratando de explicar antes, que estas lucecitas que ustedes ven aquí en la silla de ruedas significan todas las llamadas suyas. En otras palabras, están conectadas los teléfonos a estas lucecitas y cada vez que una se enciende, quizás puede iluminar la vida de una persona que tenga distrofia muscular.
I was noticing something, Ileana. These lights are very small, you know. They're very tiny. And I have been asking if people would pick up the telephone and call and make a small pledge, like just $2. $2 is equal to one of those lights, one of those small lights coming on. But what a big light it would be as far as the people who have dystrophy, as far as hope is concerned.
No hace falta mucho dinero para iluminar estas lucecitas. Solamente una llamada suya de $2 que usted done enciende esa lucecita. Y tenemos una línea especial para ustedes, las personas de habla hispana, el 866-5200, que no dejen de llamarla. Todas las otras líneas reciben su llamada también, pero esa es la específica de ustedes.
See, we who are able to walk and talk and pick up and sit down and do all kinds of things that we take for granted, we really don't know what it's like to be confined, that you can't really reach out to shake somebody's hand. A lot of our friends that are here tonight, Ileana, or tomorrow who have dystrophy, you can't really reach out and shake hands with them. You have to go down to their hand. And we take so many things in life for granted, don't we?
We sure do. Eso es lo que estamos tratando de explicarles a todos ustedes, que nosotros estamos saludables, podemos darle la mano a otra persona, podemos darle un beso, levantarnos, correr, caminar. Las personas con distrofia muscular no pueden hacer estas cosas y, bueno, ¿qué más se puede decir?
We need to hear from you. Come on, everybody, let's call and do it right now. And speaking of right now, let's go up to Broward and see what Dick Fennell and Ed Odell are up to. Dick?
Thank you very much, Chuck. And Chuck has already explained the symbolism to you of the wheelchair, and you've heard about it before, but I just want to remind you, we want to talk to the people in Broward County right now. The telephone number 525-1985, 1985. Each one of those lights. We have hundreds of operators standing by waiting for your call. You won't have to wait an extra moment. Now, you've been very lazy up to now. You've been sitting there enjoying the show, and it's time to come across. It's time to do what you've been meaning to do all night long. Get up and dial that number and make magic. Make these lights light up. Light up this wheelchair for me right now, and you're going to make magic in the hearts and the eyes of all of our kids, all of Jerry's kids, all of the muscular dystrophy patients in Broward County and Dade County. All you have to do is make your donation, large or small. It makes no difference. We are grateful for $1. We're grateful for 1,000. It makes no difference. You are the one who can make the magic, and do it right now. 525-1985. You know who you might get to talk to besides all of these lovely people here? A little while ago, you were watching one of the most personable and popular news anchor men in South Florida, Steve Rondinero, and I told you he'd be up there. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you for having me, Dick.
Steve, what do you think of it so far?
I'm impressed.
Are you really?
Duly impressed.
Steve said he would volunteer his time to come up and sit and talk to these people. Now, if you want to talk to Steve, you just make your call. He'll be with the operators in just a few moments. Steve, you've been busy with news, and fortunately, you didn't have to chase Hurricane Elena all over the northern part of the state today.
That's a lucky break for us. You know, I'll tell you, Dick, having watched this telethon and the effort that Channel 4 puts into this over the years, you know, when I was across the aisle at Channel 7, I was just really impressed by the work you and Chuck have done over the years, and just real proud now to be on the team, and happy to help out.
Well, man, we are delighted to have you, and I'm not going to hold you any longer. I'm going to send you over to your telephone.
Right.
Go get him, Tiger. Steve Rondinero. And here's a very popular fella that you see in lots of places on Channel 4, Ed Odell. Eddie?
Thank you, Dick. It's so great to see Steve and Ileana here from Channel 4 News. The commitment is all over. We're committed to muscular dystrophy, and we want you to be committed too. And all you have to do is come on down with a couple of dollars for Jerry's kids. That's what we want you to do. Now, we've been inviting you to come down here to the Fort Lauderdale Marriott Hotel and Marina. Come join us tonight. Well, if you can't make it, we understand people want to go to bed. It's getting late. We have a lot of activities that are going to be going on all over Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. For instance, at Sunrise Towers, there's going to be something going on all day tomorrow. At Pine Island Ridge Mall, at Coral Springs Mall, at University Mall, at Lakes Mall. What's happening? They're going to have dancers, they're going to have bands, they're going to have people out there performing for you. They're going to be having a good time. You go out there and have a good time, but most importantly, they're going to have a place for you to put some money in for Jerry's Kids. This affects you. We're not just here for our health, we're here for Jerry's Kids' health, and someday it may affect you. Don't wait until then. Do something today, tomorrow. Give some money for Jerry's Kids. Dick?
Yeah, and do it right now. I'll second the motion, Eddie. That's great. Got a couple of guys I want you to meet. Joe Pieris. I'll get it right. Okay, and David Steele. Joe Pieris from I-95 FM, WINZ FM, all right? And David Steele from Six Flags Atlantis, right? My grandson was up there the other day. You got a real thing, and I noticed going by there today, that place is packed. What's going on?
Oh, we got all kinds of things going on. As part of our MDA Splashathon, for instance, tomorrow, which will be the last day of it, we'll have a concert by Sequel at 4 o'clock. A little earlier, at 11 a.m., we'll have bodybuilding and aerobics demonstrations. And also at 6 p.m., we'll be wrapping off an Indy go-kart provided for us by International Performance of Miami. So there's all kinds of fun things going on at Six Flags Atlantis.
Well, that's fantastic, David. Joe, are you going to be doing some broadcasting for me?
Definitely. No, not broadcasting. We're just going to be doing street dances all day. That's what we've been doing for the last 2 days. It's been great. We've been partying out all day. We're going to continue it. We're going to keep going all the way to 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
Fantastic, fellas. Thank you so much, and I'll be hearing from you later about how it turned out, right?
Can I give you a report of what we have so far?
All right, please do.
So far, we've raised $1,832.97 through coupon redemptions, which are still available at 7-Eleven, and through merchandise sold by I-95.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you, Joe. David, good luck to you. We'll wait to hear more from you a little later. All right, so the party's going on. Boogie right on down. Will you do that? And before you leave the house, call us at 525-1985. Right now, here's that lovely Ileana Bravo.
Thank you very much, Dick. We're sitting here with Ileana Cruz. Ileana, I understand that you're a student. Tell me all about it. What are you studying?
I'm getting my master's in professional accounting at the University of Miami, and I'll be through with that in about a year.
Tell us about the form of muscular dystrophy that you have and how long you've had it.
I have spinal muscular atrophy, and I've had it since birth. It mainly affects the spinal cord and the proximal limbs, those closest to the heart.
And how long have you been confined to the wheelchair?
I've been confined to the wheelchair ever since I was about 8 years old.
Let's talk a little bit in Spanish. I know that you're Cuban-American. Eres cubana, Ileana, mi tocaya. Explícanos un poquitico de qué tipo de distrofia muscular sufres.
Okay. El tipo de distrofia muscular que yo tengo afecta mayormente la columna vertebral y the proximal limbs, I don't know how you say that. La parte, los brazos y las piernas en sí afecta la parte que están más cerca al corazón.
Y hace muchos años que no has podido caminar, estás en la silla de ruedas.
Sí, yo tengo esta enfermedad desde que nací, pero estoy en una silla de ruedas desde que tengo 8 años.
Ileana, si puedes decirle algo a los televidentes, ¿qué les dirías esta noche?
Yo le diría que este telemaratón es una esperanza para todos los que tenemos esta enfermedad, y yo le pidiera al público latino que por favor cooperara con nosotros.
Ileana, muchísimas gracias. Chao.
Gracias. What's better than one Ileana? Two Ileanas. Beautiful young ladies. They really are. Right now, it's time to present some more people who have raised money for us on a corporate level. And here's a gentleman who certainly comes to the fore when people need help. It's Kendall Toyota's Captain Kendall. And how are you?
How you doing, Chuck?
I'm fine, thank you.
We at Kendall Toyota and our friends from Love 94 FM and Reflections Productions are now hosting the 4th annual Handathon for MDA. We're giving away 2 Toyota trucks, one for the guys and one for the girls.
Okay.
We're now in the 80th hour of the contest. We have 8 guys holding on and 5 girls. We at Kendall Toyota are donating $100 for every car or truck sold during the contest. We're open round the clock through Labor Day. And now I'd like to make a special request to all the thousands of motorists that I've rescued in the past 2 years I've been on the highway. You know what it's like to feel helpless. And you know I've never asked for any money for the efforts that I have given. But now I'm asking. Please help me to help those who can't help themselves. Call up. Light that wheelchair. Make a donation. $1, $100. It doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. Because with your help, and only with your help, can we find a cure for muscular dystrophy. Thank you.
Thank you. That's quite a man. It really is. Thank you. And now I'd like to present some JCs, starting with Tom Moore and DeWanda Sullivan from Miami Lakes.
Hi, how are you doing, Chuck?
Fine, thank you.
We're happy to present this check for $704 from the Miami Lakes JCs. We did a roadblock yesterday afternoon for about 4 hours, and we think we did real good, and we hope this is going to help muscular dystrophy go strong.
Thank you, DeWanda. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very, very much. Next, we present from North Miami, Miami North Correctional JCs, Marianne Romano.
Hi, Skipper Chuck. We have a check from the North Miami JCs for $1,700 and one check from the Miami North Correctional Institute for $3,500. The Region 13 JCs so far have raised $64,600, and it's still coming in.
You are very special people. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now from Coral Gables, we have Peter Giorgione.
Hi, Chuck.
And wait a minute, I want to get the rest in here. Introduce all these people.
This is Corinne Steinbauer, Linda Sachs, and Steve Lieberman from the great Coral Gables JCs. Car stop, $750 of muscular dystrophy.
With a hat like that, how can we go wrong? Way to go, Peter. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you. And next, here's a friend of mine from Love 94, Jim Kelly. Hi, Jim.
Chuck, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Nice to see you.
We had another successful event in Coconut Grove in January. It was our second annual Taste of the Grove. It's the restaurant festival, and we had 16 restaurants competing in the Grove this time. And we had a very good turnout. 15,000 people from South Florida showed up, and I have some thanks to some special people like the City of Miami and the Coconut Grove Chamber of Commerce, also Coors Beer and Four-Way Street Clothing, Barry and Billy, and all the people who work at Four-Way Street, and also jazz great Stanley Turrentine, who put on a terrific concert in the Grove this year. And it was a hungry group.
Tell me about it.
They ate $28,000 worth of food.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. And thank you for participating. I really mean it. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, that magical moment that you've been waiting for, a brand new total. Drum roll, please. $100,312. $100,312. Whee! I'll tell you, that is something else. You know what, darling? It's marvelous. It's marvelous. That's what it is. And here is Billy Crystal talking to us.
When we were in the parking lot together at RKO, we had the same card, and he would switch it on me. My keys never worked.
Yeah, no, he's in. It's one of those.
Welcome you to the Conover Hotel and the South Florida edition, at least the Dade County edition of the Jerry Lewis Super Show. We may not have the largest audience, but we certainly have an enthusiastic one, and we will be here through the night. People will be here, and you're welcome to come on down. I am delighted to introduce now a gentleman who has had a long day and has another long day ahead of him tomorrow. I understand he hasn't even had a day off. But he is one of the top personalities of Channel 4, and before that, of course, from the Miami Dolphins. How about a nice, warm, early morning welcome to Mr. Jimmy Cefalo. Jim?
Hey, good to see you. It is early morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is, yeah. A little bit past bedtime.
Yeah, it sure is. I just got off. We did Sunday Sports Final a little bit early on tonight and enjoyed that. I wanted to stop by and say hello to you and everybody here. We do have a nice, enthusiastic crowd. Looks like a Dolphin game.
It does, doesn't it? You know, I was just thinking, Jim, and I have a question that I've often wanted to ask. It seems like constantly Pennsylvania turns out more great football players than any other state. Has anybody else ever asked you that?
Yeah, they say that Pennsylvania and Texas turns out more good football players than any other states in the Union. And now I think we have to add Florida because Florida has turned out quite a few good products also. But it's a proud part for the people of Pennsylvania to think that they know their football and they love it also.
It's true. You know, I was just thinking, you got one Pennsylvanian in the crowd. I remember about a year and a half ago watching you when you were laid up after your early season accident, and of course, I guess probably no more than any other time in your career, you realized how important those muscles are.
Yeah, I really did. You take for granted a lot of times that you're going to be able to run and jump and do all the things that I was able to do well as a youngster and as an athlete. And all of a sudden, something very small happens. I had a very slight